It was 15 years ago when I first saw it, and you were a small lad. You were just a couple months old in the other room, and it was a snowy January, and Pink Floyd Live at Pompeii popped into my YouTube feed, and you saw a handful of it the other night. You've been a Pink Floyd fan for a couple of years.
True.
What did you think about this?
I like to describe it as a documentary and a music video all in one, because it starts out as there's a music video per se for each song. It's just the band at Pompeii, and just the band, no audience.
No audience. Now you asked me. You said, "How come there's no audience?" Why do you think there was no audience there?
Because they just wanted to show off their skills in front of the camera.
I think so. And there's a whole. This is such a fascinating documentary because there's probably a movie behind the movie. And I have seen this movie, Pink Floyd at Pompeii, maybe hundreds of times, literally, ever since that January day when it popped into my YouTube feed. I've seen it at least once a month. So when I heard it was being re-released and remastered, I was really hyped about it because I wanted to see how it was improved upon and to see if it was just a money grab. Because you hear about these legacy groups, these older groups with these old people, and they re-release new things, and you fear it's just going to be a money grab. Did you think that at all?
It was the same thing as on YouTube now, but it's such a high quality.
Such high quality.
It's not really pixels anymore. It's just reality.
The difference in the quality is really tough to explain. But if you've seen Pompeii, Pink Floyd Pompeii on YouTube, and you're like, I've seen it. I don't need to listen to the vinyl, or I don't need to watch it and steal on IMAX, or get it when it comes out on DVD. The difference is so amazing. The colors are vibrant. It was restored frame by frame. Did you know they found it in the Pink Floyd archives?
Yeah, you were telling me about it.
They've got Pink Floyd archives. How cool would that be, just to pop down there for the day and see what's there?
That'd be pretty darn cool.
Oh, man, that'd be so cool. Just to look at those posters. Wow. So they restored it frame by frame, and the difference is remarkable. Previously, if you're used to seeing it on YouTube, you see these blobs in the background, and you're like, what is that thing? Is it like some frozen amoeba dude? But on this, it's amazing because you see it's actually a crew worker. The details are stunning. Now, could you tell the difference in the audio?
Yes.
For me, the biggest difference in the audio was the drumming. The drumming was always tight, but in this remastered version, done by Steven Wilson from Porcupine Tree. Porcupine Tree, you know those guys, yeah? Oh, yeah. Birds of a feather, man. The remixing and the remastering is so gorgeous and so tight that every instrument when it's highlighted in Pompeii, you can hear it and you can feel it. The bass, which was always fabulous, is even stronger. The drumming is great. The keyboards, it is really just one of those things that you need to see on IMAX if you're a Pink Floyd fan. Because it really is stunning. Now, it's kind of weird, too, isn't it? The
Yes.
music. Yeah.
Very trippy.
Very trippy. Very, very trippy. Now, do you think Mom would like this?
Yes. Her being a Pink Floyd fan, too.
Yes, she is. Although, I'll give you a spoiler alert. She told me that she was not down with this because this is the experimental Pink Floyd that she's not really down with. I didn't show you this, but there's one song, and I pulled it up here for a second. I mean, it's really, if you're not familiar with the early Pink Floyd, it takes a little bit of getting used to. And the first time I heard this on that winter day so many years ago, I wasn't really used to the early Pink Floyd. So when I came across, it was one of the songs on the track list. It was the one in Pompeii where they had the dog barking. You didn't see that song, did you? Where was it? Said, one of these days, Saucerful Mademoiselle Nobbs. That's what it was. And it's a bluesy song that features a dog barking. Mom was not down with that. If Mom came in when I was playing that, she would not have it. But the Echoes versions on Pompeii, possibly it's a tie between that and David Gilmour, Glankt, I think is how you say it, the concert film from 2015. Wow, Pompeii rivals that for so many reasons. It's just a great, great documentary. And as you said, did you notice when they were the studio they were in, the recording studio? Remember those bits?
Yes.
Okay, that's Abbey Road Studios, where the Beatles performed and recorded.
Abbey Road,
exactly. And it's neat to hear Pink Floyd and the various artists just goofing around in the Abbey Road Studios, just goofing around, pre-Dark Side of the Moon, with the riffs that would become iconic songs from Dark Side of the Moon. And they're just riffing along, goofing, planning Dark Side of the Moon. And it's neat to kind of get a behind-the-scenes tour. So, when you were in like 7th grade, so many years ago, do you remember your art teacher?
Mr. Novak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, was it the Novak? Was it the art teacher or the drama teacher?
Art.
Where you came home one day and you said, "Hey, guess what? They like
Pink Floyd."
Yeah. And that was who was that? And they would probably dig this. Like I know the English teacher down the hall from me. They are early Pink Floyd fans, but early Pink Floyd. If you're not down with it, once you experience it, you're like, it's okay. But then you hear it again and again. And you start to prefer that because it's longer and trippier and it's more transcendental. And it's beautiful stuff. It really is. So go see Pink Floyd at Pompeii. It really is. It's not a money grab. The colors, the scenes are beautiful. And the soundtrack, we're going to buy the vinyl, yeah?
I'll listen to it.
We tried to pre-order the vinyl from our local record store, but they couldn't guarantee shipment. They said there could be shipping delays. But that comes out in early May 2025, and you'll see it here. Any parting Pink Floyd words of wisdom?
None today.